that I need that time and I see your point.
Is the heart of a woman. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Denasia, but you can call me Nay, and that is no E. So today's video is going to be a nursing school essentials / nursing school must-haves video. I have done one of these videos before, so definitely make sure y'all go watch that. But when I did that video, I was about to start my second semester of nursing school. Being that I am now almost done with my third semester of nursing school, and I'm a little over April, May, June, July, August. So I'm like 4.5 months away from graduation. I wanted to do an updated one now that I've been through all of nursing school. I've done all my clinical rotations. Like, all I have left is capstone, y'all. Like, I'm so freaking happy. But yeah, let me tell y'all a little bit about myself before I go ahead and get started. I'm gonna tell you about myself and the type of student I am, because I feel like that is what really decides what you need. Of course, we always title these videos essentials or must-haves, but your essentials and must-haves are going to be dependent upon what kind of student you are. So my name is Denasia, like I told you earlier. I am 18 years old. I started nursing school before I even graduated high school. I started nursing school in May of 2024 because I graduated with my associate's degree and completed all my prereqs in high school. I was in a program that allowed me to do that, and I graduate in August of 2025 with my bachelor's of science in nursing. I will be 19 years old because my birthday is next week. But yeah, that is pretty much my whole spiel about nursing school. Me as a student, I value grades. I'm definitely not the girl that's going to say C's get degrees, because I don't believe in that, especially if you do want to further your education in the future. If you don't want to do anything else, cool, but most people plan on going to nurse practitioner school, CRNA school, I don't know, RN first assist. Like, people have so many plans and, you know, goals to further their education in the future, and you will make that process much harder on yourself if your grades are not at least somewhat decent. I'm not saying you need to be a 4.0 student, because that's incredibly hard in nursing school, but let's at least shoot for B's, guys. We don't want to go in already shooting for C's, I feel. So with that being said, even though I am always shooting for an A, I am also always shooting for the easiest way to get that done and the easiest way to achieve that. For me, I am one of those nursing students where until this semester I did not go to class, but this semester I've been going to class. And throughout my entire nursing program, this semester, any semester, the whole time in school, I do not read that textbook. I have probably opened any of my textbooks maybe 1 to 2 times. And it's not because I think that they're not helpful, but it is because I think they're not helpful. I am not the type of student that learns strictly from reading. Reading is probably like not my top way to learn. However, I do value that, you know, reading the information and having the information in one place is helpful. But textbooks usually have so much extra filler information that you don't need to know. They can be very overwhelming because there's so much things. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, those textbooks just have so much extra information that you're never going to need to know, never going to need to be tested on. And in nursing school, there's already 1,000,001 things that you're going to need to know, and there's going to be so much content on every test. You do not want to take up valuable brain space memorizing things that you don't have to. For me, I found other ways to study that allow me to not pick up the textbook. Don't take that as I didn't study or I didn't read anything. I just didn't read those textbooks. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Another thing I want to say is, for me in nursing school, a lot of these things I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what you need, and I'm going to tell you what I got. Me, I enjoy looking cute. I enjoy having nice things, and I wanted to keep that. That's been me all throughout school. Why would I stop just because I'm in nursing school? But obviously, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't gotta do it. But let me get started. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is bags. I have 2 bags for nursing school. So this is my first bag. This little mama right here. This is a Madden Girl bag that I got from TJ Maxx. It's all pink and it has a lot of different compartments. I really love this bag. This is my lecture bag. So this is my bag that I take to school when I'm gonna be at school all day. Sometimes I'm at school for 8+ hours. It fits everything I need. It has different compartments. I can put my lunch in here. I can put snacks. I can put my big overgrown binder. I could put, you know, everything I need to put in there. I really like that, especially for lecture days, because I enjoy a backpack for lecture days because it's usually a lot of walking and I don't want to hold anything on my arm. With that being said, so my other bag is the classic Nurse Baddie bag, the Bog bag. I have the pink one. Let me just tell you a few things that I really enjoy about this bag. For one, I can wipe it down. The biggest thing that I like about the Bog bag is that I can wipe it down with those bleach wipes before, after, every shift, when I feel like it. That's my favorite thing about the bag. I feel like there's so many just gross germs in the hospital and I would rather not take them home with me. So yes, I wanted a bag I could wipe down. Second thing, it's cute. That's really all there is to it. It's cute. It fits all the things I need. I liked it. Do you need a Bog bag? Or do you need 2 bags? No. Do I think it's helpful? Did I enjoy having it? I did. I did. And it also helped me not have to repack my bag every day. Because if you don't know, for clinical and nursing school, there's a bunch of things you're going to have to take. Having 2 separate bags for lecture and clinical allowed me to be able to never have to take the things out of them. So when I'm using them, when I need them, I take my clinical bag. When I don't need them, I take my lecture bag. And that avoided that anxiety of being like, did I get this? Am I going to forget this? Because as y'all know, in nursing school, they don't play. It's so much anxiety and I didn't want nothing extra. So I really liked that part of it too. And then the next thing while we're on the topic of clinical was scrubs. So depending on the school you go to, y'all are going to have different policies regarding dress code and scrubs. For me, at my school, we were allowed to get scrubs from anywhere. We just had to get this little patch on the sleeve, which I love that. So I only have 2 scrub brands. I have Mandala and I have Couture. These scrubs right here, let me stand up so y'all can see them. Hold on. Oh. Can y'all see me? Yeah, I think so. These scrubs right here are Couture. And I think they're really cute. I think they fit cute. And I really like them. So yeah. Couture are my I did not have to get all the way up there, but I wanted to show y'all. Couture are my scrubs of choice. I also really like Mandalas. Mandala scrubs have that water resistant feature. Also like those. Next thing. Now this is my first thing that I'm going to tell y'all is absolutely essential. A comfortable shoe. Y'all. I've kind of gotten used to it, but if you have never worked in the hospital or never did like 12-hour shifts where you've been up for that long walking, that first semester, my feet literally were killing me. There was one specific day, y'all, that my calves were hurting so bad that I thought I would develop a DVT. I'm not playing, y'all. My calf was hurting so bad. I was scared. I was genuinely terrified. Genuinely. So you definitely need a comfortable shoe. I have 2 different shoes that I use for nursing school. I'm going to show you them both. They're both Hoka's. don't judge my shoes because I haven't cleaned neither of these since I started nursing school. So this is the shoe that I started with in nursing school. If your nursing school requires a solid white wipe-off shoe, they have other colors in this too. We can have any color shoe, it just has to be solid and wipe-off. I got the Hoka Bondi SRs in this white color. These shoes are relatively comfortable, but there's not a lot of options for wipe-off and white. They're relatively comfortable. The only thing I really hate about this shoe is that it has like a squeak. Like it does squeak when you walk, and I hate that very, very, very badly. I think it's the most annoying thing ever. Like so annoying, I really hate it. This is my actual favorite shoe. As you can see, it's not white. It's not solid color, and it's not wipe off. So you just have to assess if you can get away with this, or even if your dress code policy doesn't, you know, say anything about that. My school does, but some of my clinical instructors didn't really care. Thank God. So this is my actual shoe of choice to wear to clinicals. This shoe is so comfortable. This is also a Hoka. I don't know which one, but I'm sure you can look it up. Tan, the little lime green on the toe. Love it. Down. So my next thing, now that we moved on from attire, is, like I said, I found a lot of resources to be able to supplement information that I don't get from reading the book. I told y'all I don't read that book. And one of my favorite things that I use to, you know, get the information in a short, concise but still detailed way is the Ultimate Nursing School Guide by Nurse Sugar. So this is not anything related, but if you're like me, I love to support people who deserve the support. So this is Nurse Sugar on the back. She also has a YouTube channel. I've watched her before, but she's a nurse and she's from Dallas. Well, she lives in Dallas, I believe, and she's black. And she's doing it, and that's what I like. I'm so glad. But not only that, this is literally just such an amazing product. So this is the Ultimate Nursing School Guide, and it's pretty thick, but let me tell you why. So this guide literally includes all the classes that you're going to take in nursing school, which is amazing because, for one thing I really was looking for when I was buying things, I did not want to buy anything that I had to buy a different version for every class. I think that's a bit greedy. Just because we know, like, we can be real. Most of these nursing school resources are a bit expensive. And I wanted to be able to buy one thing and really have it tried and true for my whole nursing school journey. Additionally, if I had to buy a new one for every class, if there was ever a time where I'm just at school and I need to go brush up on my patho, brush up on peds, brush up on whatever I'm brushing up on, I didn't want to have to go to a whole nother book, a whole nother set of flashcards. I didn't like that. I love that this book has every single class that you're going to take in nursing school all together, all in one. So I'm going to read out the classes that it has just so you can actually hear. So fundamentals, holistic health assessment, pharmacology, mental health, maternity, pediatrics, and then med-surg 1 and 2. I use this book so much in my pediatrics class. Actually, side note, I have my pediatrics ATI exam tomorrow, and this is pretty much all I've used to study for my pediatrics ATI exam, and I feel really good about it. Additionally, I'm not going to show you guys the whole book, but I'm going to show you guys kind of the layout of it so you can see. So this is how the different topics kind of look. And then there's very detailed but concise information. And there's also a lot of different charts to help you easily be able to differentiate between different types of diseases or different parts of the disease, as well as there's pictures. For me, like I told y'all, I don't learn that well from reading, so the resources I was going to use, having pictures was essential to me, because for me, I will be able to much easily recall on a picture or a chart or something like that rather than just something I read in black and white. It has a bunch of different colors, so the different information pops out to you. And I just love this book. You know, like, I use this book to kind of introduce me to topics before I go through them in class. So I like to kind of look at what we're going to address in class that day, and then use my Ultimate Nursing School Guide to kind of get an intro to the topic, read it so that when I go into class, it's kind of just like a review. And then I also use this before tests to kind of just know what's most important from each disease, because like I said, this book cuts out all that extra fluff, all that extra unnecessary stuff that you don't need to know, and it gets straight to the point, straight to what you need to pass your test, pass your NCLEX. That's all I'm trying to do, is pass my test, pass my NCLEX, in Jesus' name. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys go check this out. I'm gonna put a link down below to the products, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you guys have used the Ultimate Nursing School Guide, let me know down below how you like it, what you use it for specifically, and then any tips y'all have about how y'all use it, because even though we all use the same products, I always learn that, like, from different people. I learn different ways of how to use it. Like, for example, I had a friend who also has the Ultimate Nursing School Guide, and she would use the sticky note to cover up different parts of the disease to kind of make it like a quiz for herself. So for example, under side effects, she would cover that up with the sticky note, and she would expect herself to be able to, you know without looking under the sticky note, what are the side effects of this disease, or what are the nursing interventions, what is whatever. And that's basically active recall in a much easier way. If you're like me, I'm lazy. I don't like going to the library. I don't like doing all that on that whiteboard. So yeah, y'all need this. Clock that tea. Okay, the next nursing school essential I have for you guys is a stethoscope. But if you're like me, you want stuff to be cute, you want stuff to be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more, I have like a whole little stethoscope case. So let me show it to y'all. So this is my stethoscope case. It's pink, and I got all of this from Amazon. Everything that's in this stethoscope case, I got this from Amazon. I'm sure you can get it from a billion other places. There's a million pink stethoscope cases. But this is my stethoscope case that I got from Amazon. And I really enjoy it because I put all of my little things that I need for clinical in here. And it keeps it in one place. So in my stethoscope case, the first thing I have is I have 2 sets of scissors. So I know you're like, Denasia, why do you have baby scissors in your stethoscope case? Good question. These are the trauma shears. These are mostly like for cutting clothes or like stuff like that. It's not, these scissors, I don't even use these, to be honest. Like, they just came with it. But girl, these are my OGs. These are my OGs because I use these specifically for those pill those pill packages that like to fight with me. There are certain pills that you will be giving in clinical that I literally just cannot open. I can't. I'll be in the patient room just at the bedside table just struggling. I don't have time for all that. So I started keeping these little baby scissors in my pocket. They're very little. They go easily into the mini pockets that are on my Couture scrubs. Another thing that I like about them. And I just have them quick. Cut the top off, open it, easy. Having a little pair of scissors around is a luxury that you don't realize you need until you don't have it. Like, the amount of times where I've been in the ER, in the ICU, and wherever, and we're all, where are the scissors? Where are the scissors? Where are the scissors? You know how, like, thankful my nurse be, I'd be like, there you go, sweetie. Make sure you wipe these down with the bleach wipes, though. Thank you. Thank you. And I also wouldn't use them on anything that requires bodily fluids. I honestly only use these for, like, pills and stuff. Keep things cute, guys. Keep things cute. So on the other side of my stethoscope case, I have like 4 things of pins. So like I said, these shears came in a pack with these 2 pin lights, also from Amazon. So these are just 2 pin lights. There's a light pink one and a dark pink one. They're the same thing. It's It's just a pen light. It's nothing. Is it on? Oh yeah, there it goes on. So it's just a pen light, and then I have 2 pens because you can never have too many pens. Then the star of the show, my Littmann stethoscope. Now, I'm going to give y'all my opinion on whether or not a Littmann stethoscope is essential. And y'all can take it and do with it what you will. Me personally, I do feel like a Littmann stethoscope is essential. Hear me out though. Y'all don't need the newest edition. You don't need the top of the line for nursing school, okay? You just need a Littmann. I think I got this stethoscope on like some secondhand website for like maybe like $80. And I love it. I love it really badly. I love my Littmann. This is a Littmann 3M Classic 3, I guess. I don't know. That's just what it says on here. But it's in this really pretty pink color. And I really like it. But the reason why I say that you definitely need a Littmann is, for one, okay, I was one of the people that said I'm not buying no expensive stethoscope for nursing school. I was like, it's not essential. I'm not doing it. I'll buy a stethoscope or Littmann whenever I graduate. But let me tell you, favorite things about the Littmann stethoscope is that I can actually hear. When I bought that cheap stethoscope and I was trying to take manual blood pressures in my first semester, when I tell y'all I couldn't hear anything, I could not hear anything, like anything at all. So the Littmann has a bell and a diaphragm side. If you want to know which side is on, tap it, you'll hear. And you just flip it to change between the 2 sides and you'll feel a little click. So, and it's very easy to hear in a Littmann stethoscope. Yeah. Sorry, I was listening to my heart. It's very easy to hear because, yeah, this is just a really good stethoscope. If you think that you'll be able to hear out of a cheaper one, try it maybe. I couldn't. So now I have a cheap stethoscope and a Littmann. So I just should have got the Littmann to begin with. But I really love my Littmann. I don't plan on buying a new one after nursing school. It's not necessary. The only way I would ever buy a new one is if I ended up working somewhere like if I ended up working in like a CVICU or something, okay, maybe I'll invest in a more expensive stethoscope. Until then, not necessary. But yeah, me and my Littmann, we go together real bad. But the reason why I was listening to my heart for mad long is because I have a heart murmur. So one thing you'll learn when you start nursing school is that because we're always practicing on our friends and our family and like our other people in nursing school, you get very good at hearing the normal. So you're very good at hearing the normal, what you're expecting. You're very good at hearing what you're expecting. It just takes practice to be able to hear abnormal things. So like I always like to listen to my heart because I have a heart murmur. So it's not an issue or anything, but it helped. That's why I know what heart murmurs sound like, because I can hear it in my own heart. Like the descriptive words they give you on nursing school, they don't eat. I'm sorry. A swoosh. Girl, everything sounds like a swoosh. That's all it sounds like, is swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. But over time, you do get better at it. I will say that. But yeah, this is not an essential at all, but I just want to show it to y'all because I think it's cute. So this is my badge currently. Let me show y'all. This is my badge currently. So I have this little Betsy Johnson badge reel. It says, "Don't forget your meds." And then I also have another one from Betsy Johnson that says, "I call the shots." And I love my cute little badge reels. I think they're so adorable. And then right now, I just finished with my peds clinical. So right now, there's Bluey on my badge. But I'll probably take him off because I don't want the adults in the ICU to be looking at me crazy. Like, girl. You know? Next thing that I think is an absolute essential, y'all. And when I say essential, I do mean essential. So, a mini notebook. And when I say mini, I mean can fit in your pocket. So, look at this. Hold on. This can fit in all my, well, it can't fit in that one, but it can fit in my pocket on my leg. Can y'all come down here so y'all can see? Okay, I can't show y'all because I have my camera on the little face follow thing, so it's not letting me show y'all, but it fits in my side pockets. And the reason why you really need a mini notebook is because there are going to be so many, especially when you first start in like your first semester, especially if you're not used to being in the hospital setting, there's going to be so many things that you need to memorize, and there's going to be so much information coming at you from once. So you want to memorize it. You don't want to have to keep asking your nurse questions. I mean, some nurses are going to be nice and willing to repeat themselves. Some, they get irritated by that. They don't want to keep telling you the same thing. And I mean even small things like, what's the code to the bathroom? What's the code to the break room? What's the code to the nutrition room? Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Or even like for my documentation. So at my school, we use EHR Go, which is basically an electronic health record, but it's on, you need your iPad to do it. Obviously, I'm not going to take my iPad into patients' rooms. That's not. So if I need to just write down like some numbers, obviously don't write down any patient information. HIPAA don't play with you. HIPAA don't play with me. HIPAA plays with nobody. Don't write down any patient information. But if you just need to remember your vitals so that you can document them later, write down the vitals. If you need to remember something that you want to ask, like for example, there's been times where I had questions, like I was watching a code recently and I had a question. In nursing school, you're going to have to learn time and place, okay, as a nursing student. Obviously, during the code is not the time to be asking mad questions. It's not the time. But you are there to learn, so write that down. Like I wrote down the question in my notebook. I asked my professor. It's just always good to have. And then also when you have checkoffs, I would always write down the steps to my checkoffs so that I can just review them right before I go in the room. So like for example, this was my IV push checkoff, and I literally wrote down all the steps. AIDed, vitals, patient education, 2 patient identifiers and allergies. Like I was writing down all my steps. I sometimes write down report. So like if my nurse is getting a report and I know I'm going to take that specific patient, in the ICU there's only 2 patients to pick from. So like sometimes I'll write down the report. So I will write down the report, take report notes. And yeah, I got this little book. I don't even know where from. I think Five Below maybe? I don't know, to be honest, but any little book will suffice. My next essential is going to have to be, this one is controversial, but there are times at clinical where things will not smell the best. That can be for a variety of reasons, whether it's your patient is so sick that they have not gotten out of bed to take an actual bath in months or a month, whether it can be that you're dealing with certain bodily fluids, certain wounds, burns. The point is, there can be a lot of smells, okay? I personally, I gag. I gag sometimes. Not on purpose, but like certain smells really bother me. And they're not even the smells you would think. Like poop, pee, all that stuff does not bother me, but like certain smells really bother me. If I have a patient, like if that's gonna be my patient, I know I'm gonna be in another room. Essential. I keep this in my clinical bag. Vicks Vapor Rub. Okay? Depending on how bad the smell is, I can do one of 2 things. I either put on 2 masks, so I double mask. I'll put on 1 mask, put the Vicks on my first mask, and then put another mask on top of the mask. Or if the smell's really bad and I want my nose hairs burnt off, I will literally put it right under my nose, under each nostril, and put a mask on. So yeah, period. My next essential, this is not an essential, but it's like very debatable on if you should use an iPad or a laptop to take notes or to do in nursing school. I will say if your school does exams at home, like via Respondus or whatever, you're gonna need a laptop to do your exams. So keep that in mind. Me, I use just my mom's old laptop for my exams, and I use an iPad. I'm actually about to get a new one because this iPad has been through so much. But yeah, I use an iPad. to take notes and to do everything on, do all my assignments, study. I always use iPad. I love my iPad down. I just think it's easier, in my opinion. I mean, some people don't agree with that. I do, though. This is my last and final essential. So like I said, a lot of things in nursing school are going to be dependent on your school and your program. So, you know, at my nursing school, for my first 2 semesters, we were allowed to do everything on our iPad. All of our clinical paperwork, all our med sheets, everything. So all I would bring to clinical as far as paperwork goes is this bad boy right here. All of a sudden this semester, they decided that they wanted everything printed out. So I had to make a binder. I call it my brain. This is literally my brain. So it has, I can't show it to you because at this point it has all my school information in it. I can show you my med sheets though. So like all my med sheets are in here, and they are in here in like little clear sheets so that I can just fill out the other side, have them ready. And if your school requires you to have like actual paper things, I recommend you just get a binder, put everything in there for all your clinicals that you're gonna have at the same time. So like for example, right now I'm taking critical care and peds as my clinicals. So I have my critical care and my peds clinical stuff in here, just divided into 2 different dividers. I think it's so helpful, and it's easy just to be able to just take this, like just take this. Even though it can look kind of big, I don't care. All my stuff is in one place. That's what I need. Everything I need in here. And yeah. Is there anything else essential? And yeah, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to y'all as usual. If you're watching this video, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume that you are in nursing school, just started, about to start, plan on going soon, somewhere around there. I do have a series where I've documented every week in my life as a nursing student from the time that I started in May of last year, and I'm going to keep documenting it every week until I graduate. I haven't missed a week, and I think the videos are pretty good, pretty tea, and I show all aspects of me being in nursing school. I show the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the not so fun. So yeah, I recommend y'all to go watch that if you haven't. Even if you're not in nursing school, they're honestly just good vlogs in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're starting nursing school, in nursing school, about to graduate, whatever, I wish you all the best on your nursing school journey. I wish you the best on your nursing journey. You all will make amazing, amazing, amazing nurses if you put in the work. And I'm so proud of everybody because nursing school isn't hard. And I'm so proud of everybody because nursing school is hard. So if you do it, if you're gonna do it, if you're planning to do it, at least we're all moving in the right direction, okay? Yeah, I love you all dearly. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram at Denasia Mosley. Like, yeah, I just said like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, y'all. I got my ATI exam tomorrow, so I've been up, I've been studying, but I'ma always film a video for my pookies. I love you. Bye. Mwah.